guys are doing well. Okay, let's talk about self-love. I know millions of videos on YouTube on self-love, and you're like, oh God, not again. Okay, stop rolling your eyes. Just listen to me. This is one of the most important videos that I have made yet. The most important. Okay, and if you understand this, your manifestations will come pouring in. This is going to be a short one. I'll give you an indicator so that you understand whether you are at all in the self love mode, whether you're dominantly loving yourself. You should be always loving yourself, obviously. If no matter what the 3D is showing you, the 3D is irrelevant. Trust me, it is. We get triggered by it, we cry, we shout, we yell, we scream, we whine, we you know what's that word, we crib. Okay, but 3D is still irrelevant, because what is most important is where your dominant awareness is. Now let's talk about how you will understand whether you are dominantly. We all have lapses, don't worry about it. Do not judge yourself. Nothing is going to spoil your manifestation. But the most important, the most simple, crucial indicator, if you're dominantly in the self love mode, is whether, irrespective of what is happening in your 3D, you are choosing your peace. You are choosing to be calm. You are choosing to ensure that your mental space is not disturbed by what is happening in the 3D. It's a choice. Just because you are a conscious manifester, it does not mean it is absolutely, like, let me get this straight first. Just because you're consciously manifesting your best life, it does not mean that you'll not never have a trigger. It is about how you get back up. Now, self love includes loads of things: taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, your hair, your health, your mental, physical well being, includes a lot of things. But you actually get there, irrespective of the 3D, when you deliberately, mindfully choose your peace, your mental peace first. Now let me expand on this a little. And I'm going to make this short, which implies when you have to, when you want to, when you want to change something in the 3D. Suppose, obviously, SP. Suppose your SP tells you something and it really hurts you. I don't mean that as a conscious manifester, you're not allowed to cry, yell, shout. You can. However, in order to mold his or her behavior to your liking, if the person is important enough for you, obviously, I'm talking about SPs, specific persons. Okay? If somebody is not relevant for me, that person might say something that might irritate me, but I will really not bother enough to change anything about him or her. However, if the person is important for me, what I will do, and I've done it successfully, I will do is, if he or she is telling me something, because everybody is a specific person, is telling me something that I do not like, I go calm for a while. I react and then I just step back. Why? Because I choose self love. Because I love myself, so I choose my peace. Yes, I do rant. And I mean, I did rant, I did shout. But this is how I understand that eventually, after all my human moments, I remind myself that I am God of my reality. And I choose peace. I choose calm. I choose to deliberately and gradually, not harshly, not, it's not like a radical jump in a second. It might happen, it might not. Just be gentle with yourself, okay? I choose to step back from the situation, think about it like, is this benefiting me? Is this reaction benefiting me? If the answer is no, and most likely, if the person is important for you and you're crying your lungs out or you're really feeling depressed about your life, the answer will be no. So if you want to change something, you have to choose peace and calm and neutrality to begin with. Because when you choose that, you calm down, you go within, your focus shifts from that person to your well being. Your focus shifts from your SP or the situation or the current circumstance that you're not really very happy with to your peace. This is layered. I wanted to keep this short. Oh God, I just could not. Just forget it. I love talking about this. And this is something I really wanted to talk about. When you're really smart, like really smart, you'll step back. You'll know when you're like you really want to react, you step back. You're like, no, I will not react. Okay, I reacted. Now this is not my reality anymore. I choose peace. When you choose peace, you are peaceful. When you're peaceful, like when you choose peace and when you're peaceful, when you're calm, when you're neutral, you can mold anything in your 3D to your advantage, to your liking. But yes, my loves, you got to stop reacting to everything. And the best way to do that is understanding that when you are peaceful, when you are calm, when you are neutral, why would you? I mean, it's like, why would you want to go through that agony anyway? If a person is saying something and you don't like it, just, just say, okay. Of course, I'm not talking about abusers here, okay? That's a different story altogether. Choose peace. That is that is your first step to self-love. SP with somebody else, not happy with the money that you're earning right now, creating right now, whatever. In this moment, can you choose peace? Can you choose to take a few deep breaths? Choose peace. The following moment, choose peace. The moment following, choose peace. And if you say, like, okay, but I can't be peaceful if my SP is not around, no, then you're not manifesting. If you want your SP or anything you want, desire, to show up in your reality as desired, you have to choose yourself first. You have to love yourself first. And what better way to show yourself some love, some self love, than choosing peace? Choosing to accept the reality right now as it is. Like, this is what it is right now. Like, this is how it is right now. I accept it. I do not identify with it. Because the moment I identify with a reality which I do not like, I am not the witness anymore. I'm part of it. So you accept it. You choose peace. Like, this is what it is. Acceptance brings peace. Sorry, gets you into a neutral space. There's too much noise around me. There are new neighbors and whatever. So, if you're wondering whether you are in the self love mode, think whether you're choosing peace or you're constantly in a state of despair. And choosing peace should not be determined by what is happening in your 3D. It should be a deliberate decision which you make because you love yourself. It should be a deliberate decision know, because you know that once your energy shifts, everything that you've been affirming, everything, all the techniques that you've been doing will show up. So, self love begins with choosing your own peace first. So, you'll know. Like, if you're in despair, and if you're sad, and if you think like nothing is going your way, and you are spending sleepless nights over it, you have not chosen peace for yourself. You're not loving yourself. And if you're not loving yourself, how do you expect others to love you? You cannot, because everything is a reflection of what's going on within. When you choose peace, when you choose peace for yourself, the world is going to reflect that back to you. Do yourself a favor. I speak to new clients every day, and it is my earnest, heartfelt request. Do yourself a favor. Give yourself some peace. Give yourself some validation without expecting it from others for the fact that you haven't given up yet on your dreams, on your desires. Cut yourself some slack. Choose yourself, guys. I kind of feel slightly choked because I get it. I get it. Some of you are in such despair. But think about it. If you don't choose peace, nobody's going to give it to you. Be smart. Cry it out. You're allowed to feel all your emotions. That does not affect your manifestation in any way. However, think about it. Are you choosing yourself? Are you choosing your peace of mind this moment? Are you choosing your peace of mind in the following moments? Or are you still in the past? Or are you still worried about the future? Or are you choosing peace? Are you choosing to love yourself and give yourself some peace in this moment? Think about it. Manifestation begins there. Once you are neutral, you can manifest anything because you're not attached to the past, you're not worried about the future. You're neutral, you're in the present, you're peaceful. Do EFT, do whatever needs to be done, but choose peace. That's your threshold to self-love. Get a good sleep. Do something that makes you happy. Do something that, I know I say these things in all my videos these days because I understand a few things which have actually helped my journey. And self love, I know everybody's talking about it, it's absolutely fundamental. Self love is about knowing who you are, understanding who you are, and valuing yourself enough to give yourself some peace of mind, to choose your peace of mind first, no matter what is happening in this reading. Do some meditation if you want to. Do I do it? No. Do I sit with myself? Do I dissect myself when I'm really sad? I do that. And that's meditation for me. So instead of blaming somebody else, choose peace. The more you choose peace in all these moments that come thereafter, the consecutive moments, you'll understand that you are a different person altogether. You're more neutral. And the more neutral you are, the more you have chosen self love, the more you have chosen to love yourself enough to choose peace first and not get into this competition constantly, the more you'll realize that your thoughts are manifesting, your positive thoughts are manifesting instantly. Because when you're peaceful, you'll most likely have positive thoughts dominantly. So, choosing peace is your first step to self love. Choosing yourself is the first step to self love. And how do you choose yourself if you do not choose your peace? Stay calm as much as possible. Your human emotions, negative or positive, do not determine whether you manifest what you want. What determines whether you get what you want is your faith in the fact that no matter what, no matter what, the your God self knows exactly what you want. At least take some respite in that. At least hold some faith in that and give yourself some peace. It's like you can be cribbing all day. You can be cribbing all day. How is that helping you? It usually doesn't. So the moment you think about cribbing about a situation, create a new neural pathway. No, I choose peace. I choose to be okay in this moment. I choose to be fine in this moment. I choose to hold myself in this moment. I choose to love myself a little in this moment. You know, what I've seen is in this desperate attempt to manifest SPs, some of you are forgetting to love yourselves. You feel only if the SP validates you, you mean something. No, it's not that. That's your highly colored, wrong assumption about the situation that you are in. It's you are attaching your value to how much he or she is validating you. That's not self love, guys. Self love begins with peace, choosing peace, deliberately choosing peace. I really intend that this helped you understand where you are right now. Have you chosen peace? No matter what the situation is, you could be complaining about something the last second, but can you really orient your mind a little, refocus your mind a little, and just choose to breathe and not think of anything for a while? Think about it. Or do you really want to constantly be in a desperate situation to manifest something? Your SP. It does not help, guys. It's. I wanted to make a short video and it's 20 minutes now. Wow. Okay. So I've been going on and on, I think, because I think I want you to live in peace to begin with. And I sincerely feel that I've seen it, I don't feel, I know any situation can just, turn around in a second. no matter what the situation is. I know I will get comments, I will receive mails like, okay, what if. But if you are holding your ground and choosing not to be constantly wavered, moved by anything that you're seeing, and you still choose your peace and calm, things will shift. And trust you me, pretty soon, without, even before you completely expect it, because your focus will not be of somebody, your focus on your manifestation will not be of somebody who is desperate, clingy. It's going to be like, I choose peace and I know it's coming, but I want to be in peace right now, so I choose peace right now. And I have faith that I want what I want is on its way, or is already here. Make sense? If not, watch it again. I love it when you watch my videos again and again. Yeah, not because of the views, trust me. It's because when I speak, it's never scripted. I just go with the flow. Sometimes, I digress, from here to there, and sometimes I'm like really on a tangent. But if you listen to me closely, you'll know what I mean. And sometimes, when it's like you listen to it once and you might just miss out on the nuances sometimes. So listen to it again. Love yourself, choose peace. The rest will follow. I promise. And I love you guys. Bye. Stay happy.